So welcome to all of you Shikshat 360, and today basically we will discuss some case studies. So let's start basically case study on demand and supply. Clear? I think basically many of you have seen that case study. This case study basically sometimes basically have asked in examination. Clear? By little bit basically we can say that changing the content of the question. Clear? So let's discuss basically what they want to say that. So basically here basically what it says that. Here basically they have given the quantity of francs demanded, that is basically currency, dollar price of francs, and the quantity of francs supplied. Clear? Here basically this is basically theory based. Clear? This is theory based. And sometimes basically they will ask same on the graphical based. Clear? Same on the graphical based. Clear? So basically we have to understand both. Clear? That's why first of all basically we have to discuss theory based. Clear? So here basically they are saying that question number 129 as the question number series. So basically if the monetary authorities fix the exchange rate at basically $0.10 per franc. Clear? If the monetary authorities basically fix the exchange rate at 0.10 franc, $0.10 per franc, so there would be a clear. So basically what would happen? Clear? So first of all basically here basically we'll say that that is dollar price of franc, that is 0.10. At that basically quantity demanded is 500 units, quantity supplied here is 100 units. So basically we know that basically quantity demanded here is more than the quantity supplied. Quantity demanded here is more than the quantity supplied. Clear? That is there is more demand, so there is a shortage. If there is more demand, so basically it leads to the shortage. So basically how much shortage? That is basically the gap between these two. Clear? That is of 400 units. Clear? That is of basically 400 units. Clear? So the correct answer this one. Clear? That is there is a shortage of 400 francs. Clear? There is a shortage of basically 400 francs. Clear? That is basically there is a shortage of 400 francs. Clear? So this one is our answer. Clear? So this one is our answer. Now same question basically asked on this concept in the second one. So basically if the monetary authorities basically will fix the exchange rate at basically 0.30 per franc. Clear? $0.30 per franc, like this one. So at this basically what is the quantity demanded at that place? It is to be 100 units. Quantity supplied here is to basically 500 units. Clear? So at that place basically quantity demanded is equal to 100 units. Quantity supplied here is equal to 500 units. So there is basically quantity supplied is more than the quantity demanded. That basically means that there is a surplus. Clear? That there is a surplus, and there is basically how much surplus here? That is of 400 units. Clear? That there is a surplus of basically 400 units. Clear? So this one is our answer. Clear? So this one is our answer. Clear? So in the examination sometimes basically they have represented basically in the form of graphical. Clear? That is quantity demanded and quantity supplied. Clear? Or this way. Clear? So you have to take care while answering these questions. Clear? Either in the graphical form or in the question. Clear? Or in the question way. Clear? They will ask any type of question. Clear? So you have to take care while answering the question in the examination. Clear? You have to take care regarding all these things. Clear? Now move to the next question. Question number 131. Clear? 131. Clear? Very easy question. Under a rate system of floating exchange rates. Clear? Basically under a system of floating exchange rates, the equilibrium exchange rate equals. Clear? Basically what is equilibrium? That is basically where the quantity demanded is equal to the quantity supplied. Clear? What is the equilibrium rate? Basically equilibrium rate, it is basically that rate basically where the quantity demanded is equal to the quantity supplied. Clear? And here basically what is the equilibrium rate? Here the equilibrium rate, that is basically this one. Quantity demanded here is 300 and quantity supplied here is 300. Clear? If the quantity demanded is equal to the quantity supplied. Clear? So that is basically the equilibrium rate. Clear? So that is basically the equilibrium. That is basically $0.20 per franc. Clear? That is basically what is the equilibrium rate? That is $0.20 per franc. Clear? So this one is our answer. Clear? So option number B is our answer. Clear? So basically here basically we have discussed 3 questions, and you will able to understand that all the questions are basically straightforward questions. Okay, all the questions basically are straightforward questions. Basically just basically we have to understand basically what they want to say. That clear? In the first step basically just basically we have to understand what they want to say here. Clear? Now move to the next one, that is last question of this case study, that is market demand. Please answer this question carefully. Listen. market demand is aggregation of, clear, basically market demand is aggregation of individual demand, clear. Market demand basically it is aggregation of individual demand, vertically, horizontally, both A and B and none, both A and B and none, clear, both A and B and none, clear. So what is the answer? Wait few times, clear. Wait some time, basically I will explain that answer. Basically the answer here is to be this one, horizontally, but how basically it will come, wait for some time, basically I will explain it, clear, basically with the help of diagram, clear, basically after discussing some questions, clear. So here that is market demand, basically it is an aggregation of individual demand, clear. Market demand basically it is a aggregation of individual demand, vertically, horizontally, clear, both A and B and none, clear. So this one is our answer. Basically how it comes, wait, I will explain here, clear. Now move to the next question, that is the relationship between the price and supply, basically in the law of supply, clear. The relationship between basically the price and supply, basically in the law of supply, clear. So let's draw here like this one. So here basically, right, basically we have price, here supply. So as the price is increases, clear. So as the price is increasing, basically we can say that here price is increasing, here supply is increasing. This one is the supply. Please listen carefully, as some students are answering option number A, some are answering option number B. So please listen carefully. As the price is increasing, the demand, sorry, the quantity supplied is continuously increasing, clear. As the price is increasing, clear, as the basically price is increasing, the quantity supplied, clear, the quantity supplied here is also increasing, clear. So that is basically there is a direct relationship, clear, basically there is a direct relationship, that is option number A. This one is our answer, clear, that is this one is our answer, clear. That is there is a direct relationship, clear, that there is a direct relationship between them, clear, there is a direct relationship between them, clear. So please be carefully while answering the question, clear. Let's think over that, clear. And if they are answering basically on the quantity demanded, price and the law of demand, or just basically we can say that between the demanded, price and demand curve, clear. So that is basically as the price is increases, quantity supplied is going to decrease, that is basically inversely related, clear. That is basically we can say that inversely related, clear, inversely related, clear. So basically we have to take care regarding both these terms, clear, basically we have to take care regarding both these terms basically while answering the question, clear, while answering the question, clear, basically what they want to ask here, clear, basically what they want to ask here. Now move to the next question, that is also similar to that, demand and supply, clear. There are some important questions also under that, clear. Basically we will expect that type of question also in the examination, clear. This is, let's discuss basically what they say. The demand and supply functions basically for a good are given by, demand function is that is 50 minus 0.5p, and the supply function here is 20 plus 0.5p, 0.25p, where p is the price. So what is the quantity supplied basically when the price is 20, clear, when the price is 20, just basically straightforward question, basically this is quantity supplied. So basically what is the quantity supplied basically when the price is 20, just basically we have to put the value 20 plus 25 upon 100 into 20, 1 4 1 5. So 20 plus 5, simple 25 units, clear, simple 25 units, clear. I am right here, that is basically what is the quantity supplied, clear. What is the quantity supplied if the price is basically 20, clear, if the price is basically 20, clear, that is basically 25 units, clear, that is basically 25 units, clear. So this one is our answer. Now move to the next question. So what will be the equilibrium price, clear? Next question, that is basically what will be the equilibrium price, clear. These types of question basically you will get in the case study form, clear. We have to practice all types of question, clear. Demand and supply, this is basically numerical based. Sir, how we got the value of p, clear, value of p is given, value of p here is given, that is price is 20, clear, They have given that the price is 20. On the basis of that, basically, we have to solve the question. Clear? They have given in the question, calculate the quantity supplied basically when the price is rupees 20. Clear? Now move to the next question, question number 135. Clear? The demand and supply functions basically they have given basically for a good are given by same. The demand curve basically they have given that is quantity demanded is equal to 50 minus 0.5p. Quantity supplied here is 20 plus 0.25p. Clear? These are curves. Clear? Basically these are curves. Clear? Not this is formula. Basically these are curves and it may vary. Clear? Basically and it may vary basically curve to curve. Clear? So here basically they have given. And what is the equilibrium price? Clear? Basically equilibrium price basically when we have to calculate. Equilibrium price basically how we can calculate equilibrium price basically that price basically where the quantity demanded is equal to quantity supplied. Clear? Basically equilibrium price basically it is that price basically where the quantity demanded is equal to quantity supplied. Clear? Basically where the quantity demanded is equal to quantity supplied. Clear? So basically put it here. 50 minus 0.5p is equal to 20 plus 0.25p. So here basically we have 50 minus 20, 30, 0.25p plus 0.5p. So 30 is equal to 0.30p. Sorry, 30 is equal to 0.75p. So P here comes out to be 30 upon 75 into 100. I am right here. So this is to be 5, 6, 5, 15. So 3, 2, 3, 5, 1, 20. So the equilibrium price is 40 rupees. Clear? The equilibrium price here is to be 40 rupees. Clear? Option number D is the answer. Clear? Basically some students are answering option number P. I don't know basically how you can get the 10 rupees. Clear? How you will get the 10 rupees. Clear? According to me, the answer is basically 40 rupees. Please tell fast if at any place basically I am done wrong. Clear? Just basically what we have done here. They are asking basically what is the equilibrium price. Clear? Here basically just they are asking basically what is the equilibrium price. Clear? So equilibrium price basically how we can calculate basically quantity demanded is equal to quantity supplied. Clear? Quantity demanded is equal to quantity supplied. Clear? Basically no need to hit and trial here. Clear? Basically these are simple calculation. Just basically 50 minus 0.5p is equal to 20 plus 0.25p. So 50 here, this comes on this side, left hand side. 30.25p plus 0.5p. Clear? It will, you can write here 0.50 also. Clear? You can write here also 0.50. Clear? So 0.25 plus 0.50. That comes out to basically 0.75. Clear? 0.75. Clear? Some students are not able to get to how we will get 0.75. Clear? Just basically we are adding here, not doing any other thing. Clear? I am just simple doing the addition, subtraction, addition work. Clear? Basically which we have done in the class 6 or 7. There is nothing any understanding basically like basically where we have face issue. Clear? So this one is correct. Option number D is the answer, 40. Clear? Now move to the next question, little bit tricky one. Clear? Now this question is a little bit tricky one. So basically let's understand basically what the question says that. So here basically what the question say that basically the demand and supply functions. Clear? The demand and supply functions basically for a good. Clear? The demand and supply functions basically for a good are given by. Clear? The demand and supply functions for a good same are given. So the shortage and surplus. Clear? Basically what will happen, either it will be there will be the shortage or the surplus. Clear? The shortage or the surplus. Clear? Basically if the government will impose a MSP, that is minimum support price, that is rupees 60. Clear? That is rupees 60. Clear? So what will happen here? Clear? Either will basically it will be a shortage or surplus. If the government says that the minimum support price, clear, that is of rupees 60. Clear? Nothing typical. Clear? Here basically there is nothing any typical. Just basically we have put the value of P here is rupees 60. So quantity demanded is equal to 50 minus 0.5p. That is 50 minus 5 by 10 into 60. So 50 minus 30, that is 420. So quantity demanded here is equal to 20 units. and quantity supplied 20 plus 0.25p is equal to 20 plus 25 upon 100 into 60. 1 by 4 into 150. It is to basically 35 units. So that is quantity supplied is more than the quantity demanded. So that is basically the condition of the surplus. So basically how much surplus, that is basically the difference between both these two things. That is 15. So this one is not our answer, that is surplus. This one, either this one answer, either this one. So that is basically 15 units. So this one is our answer. Clear? So this one is our answer. Hope this point is also clear to all of you. Basically how we can able to tackle this type of question. Clear? Basically if they ask in this way, clear? If they ask basically in this way, how basically we are able to answer the question. Clear? How basically we are able to answer the question. Clear? Now move to the next question. Sir, how 5 by 10 basically we can get? 5 by 10, where basically 5 by 10? This is basically 25 1, 25 4. This is 1, this is 15. Clear? Just I am doing simple calculations. Clear? You can try yourself. Clear? I hope basically all of you are able to get the answer. Clear? There is nothing any typical under that. Clear? There is nothing any typical under that. Just basically we are discussing the simple things here. Okay, it is basically in decimal, so I will write in the simplest form so that you basically you are able to get. Now move to the next question. The demand and supply curve. Clear? Basically here they have given sorry sorry, the demand and supply functions for a good are given by demand here is equal to basically 50 minus 0.5p and supply basically that is same. If the demand curve now shifts to, clear, now basically earlier basically D, now basically that is basically D dash. Clear? It is basically shifts to 100 minus 0.5p. Clear? That is D, now dash it becomes D dash, this one. So what is the new equilibrium price? Just simple Q D dash is equal to QS, that is 100 minus 0.5p is equal to 20 plus 0.25p. So this is 80 is equal to 0.75p. So P here is equal to 80 upon 75 into 100. So that is basically 3, that is 4. So 320 upon 3, clear? 320 upon 3, that is 106, clear? 106 point something, clear? It will comes out to basically 106 point something, clear? So what is the answer here? So this one is our answer here, clear? So this one is our answer here. Clear? So this one is our answer here. So please tell fast, all these points are clear to all of you or not? Please tell fast here, all these points are clear to all of you or not? If you have any query, any doubt, then please ask. Okay, so okay, clear to all of you. Now basically we will discuss one or two questions basically on the basis of theory of interest. Clear? Basically on the basis of the theory of interest. Clear? So basically here basically they have given, that is basically interest rate here given. This one is the interest rate basically they have given here, and this one is the aggregate output. Clear? And this one is the aggregate output basically they have given here. Clear? Interest rate and aggregate output. Clear? Basically both are to be given here. Interest rate and aggregate output. Clear? Now basically what they are given, that basically in the figure above, this one, the economy basically moves from this one point basically 3 to 0.1, that is this to this one. Clear? This is basically LM curve. Clear? This is basically LM curve. Clear? This is basically LM curve. Clear? That is basically we have discussed under the chapter number 4. So basically when basically they are shifting, that is basically interest rate I2, I3. Clear? That is PDM interest rate. Here the interest rate basically goes down. Clear? Basically when the basically we are going from 0.3 to 0.1, clear, basically 0.3 to 0.1. The interest rate is going to decrease and the income is going to increase, clear, and the income is going to increase. Clear here, basically what is going down? The interest rate is basically going to decrease and the income is basically going to increase, clear, and the income is basically going to increase, clear. So what will happen here? So what will happen here? Government spending increases, investment expenditure unrelated to the interest rate increase the money supply, or either A or B, clear, or either A or B, clear. So what is the correct answer, clear? So what is the correct answer, clear? That is basically government spending increases, clear, as the interest rate is decreases here. The money supply is increasing, clear. The money supply is increasing, clear. Money supply is increasing, clear. Investment expenditure basically unrelated to the interest rate, clear. This one is not our answer. Government spending increases. So basically the most favorable answer basically according to that is option number, that is C, that is increase the money supply, clear. That is money supply is going to increase here, clear. This one is our answer. Now move to the next question, 139, clear, 139, clear. That is basically when the economy basically moves from 0.4 to 0.1, clear, basically 0.4 to 0.1, clear. Earlier the basically income is more in the market, clear. Earlier the income is more in the market. Now basically the income is decreases in the market, clear. So basically how the income basically will be decreased in the market, clear. Decrease in the market. Government spending increases, clear. Basically if the government basically will spend more, that is basically there are more infrastructure works, clear, or basically there are more development. So it leads to the more jobs to the people. So there is more money in the market, clear. So basically, but here in our question, the money will goes to decrease. So basically, this is not our answer. The money supply basically increases. No, basically it is going to decrease. Clear. So this one is also not our answer. So this one is not clear. So basically here the money is going to basically decrease. Clear. That is basically the taxes are increased. Clear. That is basically the taxes are increased. Clear. So this one is our answer. Clear. So this one is our answer here. Clear. So this one is our answer here. Now move to the next question. One more question, that is now here basically what we are going. Basically we are moving from 0.1 to 0.4. Clear. Basically we are moving from 0.1 to 0.4. Clear. Basically we are moving from 0.1 to 0.4. Clear. In this way. That is basically on the LM curve. Clear. On the LM curve. So basically in the economy basically moves from 0.1 to 0.4 whenever the government spending increases, the money supply increases. Clear. So basically here basically one thing basically we will tell that as the interest rate is increases, clear, as the interest rate is increases, the money supply basically will not increase. Clear. As the interest rate is increasing, the money supply basically will not increase. Basically student basically who are giving the option number B, this is totally wrong. Why you are not thinking? Why the RBI raises repo rate? Clear. Basically why the RBI raises repo rate? To control the money supply. Clear. To control the money supply. So how you can say that if the interest rate is increases, clear, here basically from I at 1 the interest rate is I1, and at 4 the interest rate is I3. Basically we know that I3 is greater than I1. I3 is greater than I1. Clear. If the interest rate is going to increase, that is basically earlier basically if the loan is given at 6%, now basically we are just basically for the understanding purpose, now the loan is basically we can say that basically for at 9%. Clear. So the basically now basically people will avail less loan or take less loan. Clear. Now the people basically will take less loan. Clear. So basically if the people basically will take less loan, so basically there is less money supply in the market. Clear. Or basically, and now basically on the fixed deposit, clear, earlier the interest rate is 4%, now they are given 6%. Clear. Now people will basically will give more money basically, or will basically save, sorry, will deposit more money in the banks. Clear. So that basically they are earning more interest rate on that. Clear. And people basically will take less loan. Clear. Basically people will take less loan. Clear. So that is basically the money supply is basically going to decrease as the interest rate here is increasing. Clear? So this one is not our answer. Clear? This one is not our answer. This one is not our answer. So that is basically government spending increases. Clear? That is basically government spending increases. Clear? So this one is our answer. Clear? Option number, that is A. That is basically government spending increases. Clear? That is basically government spending increases. So this one is our answer. Clear? So this one is our answer. Clear? So here basically in this session, basically we have discussed 2 to 3 different types of case studies. Clear? Hope all the points are clear to all of you and you are able to understand. Clear? As one student has doubt here. Clear? Just basically you are understand here. Please understand. Here the interest rate is basically going from this one to this one. As the interest rate is increases, the money supply is basically going to decrease, not increase. Clear? The money supply is basically going to decrease. Clear? As basically we know that as the interest rate is rising in the banks. Clear? If the earlier basically 100 people basically will come to the bank basically for taking the loan, that basically at that time interest rate is 6%. Now the interest rate is basically going to 9%. Clear? So basically people will wait for something that the interest rate basically will decrease and basically we will start any specific project basically at that time. Clear? At that time basically when the interest rate basically will decrease. Clear? So that is basically money supply is basically going to decrease as the interest rate is going to increase. Clear? So this one is not our answer. Clear? So in this session, basically we have to discuss these points. Okay. And basically, I think all of you are basically able to understand these questions, basically what we have discussed here. Clear? So in this session, basically we have to discuss up to this much point. So thanks to all of you for joining this session.